Hey everyone, welcome to Richard's Retro. This week is just going to be a quick overview and some questions. In this video, we're picking up the 36th week of reading the Bible in a year. This week we read more of Isaiah, who spoke of God's continued desire to redeem Israel and save his chosen people. We read multiple accounts of Hezekiah's reign of Judah. For the first time in a long time, Israel had a king like David again. In 1 Corinthians, we learned lessons from Israel's idolatry and the church's mistakes. Paul ended this week by teaching about the gifts of the Spirit and how they are shared with us. Question 1. In 2 Chronicles 32:31, we read that God withdrew from Hezekiah in order to test him and to see what was really in his heart. Does God still do this today? What made Hezekiah like King David? I encourage you to write down your answers, and we'll talk about them in our discussions on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. The link to that meeting and the reading plan is in the description, so be sure to check it out. Question 2. In Isaiah 38:5-6, God delivers a message to Hezekiah. I have heard your prayer and seen your tears. I will add 15 years to your life, and I will rescue you and this city from the king of Assyria. Does this mean Hezekiah knew when he would die? How should we respond to good and bad news from God? Question 3. In Isaiah 42:14, God says, I have long been silent. Yes, I have restrained myself. Why does God go silent for so long? What is he restraining himself from? Question 4. In 1 Corinthians 10:12-13, Paul warns us, if you think you are standing strong, be careful not to fall. The temptations in your life are no different from what others experience. Why is it so important to stay humble as followers of Christ? How can we rely on others to help us with our temptations? And last question, question 5. In 1 Corinthians 12:11, we learn it is the one and only Spirit who distributes all these gifts. He alone decides which gift each person should have. Does everyone have all of the gifts of the Spirit? How should we use the gifts that we have? All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to answer questions in the comments or ask your own. I look forward to seeing a few of you in our virtual meetup. Cheers.